So thank you very much for joining on time, as always. 4 p.m. in Greece, in Israel, and I don't know who else has 4 p.m. Most of you are 3 p.m. Central European time zone. Some of you are earlier, I guess, Portugal, right? Even 1 hour before. And we have someone from Argentina here as well. So good morning. Are you here? Or uh, person from South America? Okay, let's confirm. Okay, so welcome again. Good afternoon. I was just reminding everyone that, again, the email that I sent is a reminder to connect. I hope this was useful with the link to Zoom. It also contains the link to the syllabus that we discussed last week. And some of you approached me and sent me an email that you couldn't reach the file that I shared in the chat because I shared the wrong file by mistake and you're not supposed to have access. That was a backup file. The original file is the same. It was shared with you in the email and it's the same link. It works. You can all access it. I can see you inside, looking, browsing around. So I just wanted to draw your attention and remind you that next Wednesday there is no live session on Zoom. But you are going to receive some asynchronous videos to watch. I promised you a very interesting video on, one moment, on the ethical use of AI. So I'm just testing as we go right now. I'm testing a new AI tool. I'm going to share the name with you. It's very, very interesting. I just realized that I need to finish my previous meeting and launch another one because this is an offline tool. It's sitting on my computer, and I think you might actually find it useful and interesting as well. Some of the tools, like you can see one of the participants in the list of are like note takers, right? And sometimes you don't want those note takers in your meeting, and sometimes you're not even allowed to the meeting. Sometimes, believe it or not, some online sessions are not recorded. And obviously, things that happen live, face to face in class are not recorded either, right? Unless you agree in your team with your group, with your coworkers, with your students, with your classmates, that things that you discuss, you actually want to record them or you want to take notes, right? So there are all kinds of apps, audio apps to take notes, to transcribe everything that is being said by people, right? So that everything can be then organized in a very nice way for you to follow up and have meeting minutes. Just before I share the name of the tool that I'm testing right now live, I have to actually start testing it in a moment. Do you guys use any of those tools? Do you know the names? Can you share the names of the tools if you already know them? Yeah, well, I'm gonna go back to the schedule and explain. So yeah, I see Katrine. I will respond to your question, Anna, in a moment. So my question is whether or not you've tested or started using any of the note-taking AI platforms and tools, and then I will mention which one I'm testing right now. So Katrine is sharing in the chat, and thank you for sharing. Otter AI, right? Otter AI is amazing. If you are not familiar, Katrine, it's also my number one. I really, really love using it. It's a note-taking tool. It can transcribe live, like conversation, and also connects to your Zoom meetings. It connects to your calendar. It can even attend meetings on your behalf. So thank you, Katrine. I see that you already also have experience with this. There is another one called Fireflies, correct? Tactic and Google Meet. Excellent. Okay. So Otter AI is a good one, is a big one. We will have a session on taking notes with AI. Not today, but just because I'm testing it now, I'm mentioning the one. So you use something. Okay, so there are two interesting new tools that I'm testing right now because one is actually good not only for taking notes, but also for audio typing. Both Microsoft and Google, they have audio typing feature where you can just click and, speak to the computer and it will type everything you say. And quality, is not so great. Okay, it's like transcription live or typing live from words to, instead of typing, you can speak to the system. So the problem with even with Google typing is that, you know, the punctuation is not so great. So there are other tools out there. One is called Wispr AI. It's for typing and it's very powerful. It also records like things, transcribes things. And another one that I'm testing right now, it's called Granola AI. Has anyone ever heard of it? Tested it, tried it? It's called Granola AI. All right. Wispr Flow. Okay, you're familiar with Wispr. Nice, Stefano. Okay, how do you like it? How is it good? Can you give us a few words about Wispr Flow, Stefano?
Yeah, it's a really good tool for using. I use it like for prompting. It's
Hmm.
very useful. You just type one click, and you speak.
Hmm.
It's very good.
Yeah, it's very powerful and also it's accurate, right? It's more accurate than Google and Microsoft audio typing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Voice to text. Okay, so it's speech to text feature. It's really, really nice. So thank you, Stefano, for actually spelling it out for the rest of the participants, for the rest of the students. And granola, has anyone heard, tested, tried granola before? I'm using a free one, and the way it works is when you download it and connect it to your institution email, it's not working with private emails yet, but with institution accounts, it works for free. I'm using a free version myself. It's a transcript, it's very easy. Like I just simply, I was in the middle of a Zoom meeting. So this is my real use case, real Zoom meeting, which is really, really important, extremely important for me to take notes. And I realized that the host is not recording it. There is no AI note taking there. And that, like, how am I supposed to remember everything they say? And I really want a transcript of what's happening. So I download Granola AI and it's not joining the Zoom. Okay, so people don't even know, even though there are ethical questions about it. And the first sentence that you see when you download Granola AI, it actually says you need to ask for participant consent, or at least make it obvious, transparent, make them aware that this is being transcribed with the tool because it's hidden. It's on your computer. No one knows that. So if you guys are attending different sessions, conferences, and you want everything transcribed on your device, if you know that you won't have access to the recording, this is how you do it. You go to Granola, click play, and it just records and transcribes everything that is happening. And then there are AI features to organize everything, to extract summary, notes, action items, and so on and so forth. So Granola AI. I'm going to just go to this tool again right away to begin a new node to see how it works because you see, I always also compare. So let me begin a new node. I can't share my screen. One second. I will try to share my
So in
screen.
between, Elena, there's no reason, next Wednesday and on the 14th, am I right? And on the 7th that someone asks, I can lead, I can do the sessions. So next week we will have a session and on the week, after, if there is
Uh,
any conflict.
the problem that some students are on holiday as well, and it's
Next
Easter.
week there is no holiday
In Israel, there is a
in
holiday.
Israel, but they are Europeans as well. So
Okay.
let's do it, next week and on the 14th, on the 7th.
Okay, so you will
And
be.
they can follow, asynchronously the Israeli students.
Okay, no problem. Excellent. Thank you so much, Kostas. So there is a live session next week with Professor Petridis. You will receive information.
I will align to what did you say on the ethics, and then next time I will write something on writing, on how to do scientific writing using, let's say,
Excellent.
Gen AI or whatever, or infusion skills. I will find something. No,
Excellent. Excellent. A
okay.
great idea. One second. Let me begin my new notes with this new tool. So there is a session. I'm updating our syllabus right now as we go. But again, if anyone, for some reason, if you're missing a session, AI call, I'm just creating a new note in Granola. Create. Okay, perfect. And now what I need to do, I think it just will work. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to see how it works. Add notes. One moment. Okay, so I need to figure it out. Anyways, it worked for my previous Zoom, and I will keep you updated. So these two tools are very interesting. We will have a session about those too. Okay, so first of all, I want to begin. Let's see, we'll have 60, almost 70 people on Zoom. Great. So I want to begin with where we stopped last week. We started discussing questions, your own questions about AI. And we worked inside Padlet 2 in breakout rooms. Okay, so I'm going to put you back into those breakout rooms for 5 to 7 minutes, maybe up to 10 minutes, for you to go back, find your team members, see what you've written, and then we will discuss what you've posted. And I want to also talk to you guys, see who's here to follow up on your insights, on your questions. So we will begin with that, okay? So we will begin with the breakout rooms again. I'll share the link to the Padlet that we worked on last week. And today I will also present some assignments on Moodle. Most of you all have already been added to the course, so you will have access to the Moodle assignments, quizzes, all the material, all the different links and recordings of everything. Some of you asked about the recordings. Everything is organized. You will have access to everything from today. So we'll keep that as well. Let's begin with the Padlet. So for now, I'm just sharing the link to the Padlet that we worked on last week because we haven't discussed it properly. But I want to hear your feedback, and it's part of the assignment. Okay, so here is the shared screen of the Padlet. Don't email Costas yet. I will try to organize everything really quickly, maybe during the session. I don't want you to, Costas, you'll just be working on the next session. I want to take off some workload from you, so don't worry. I'll figure out registration of the students. All of them are users already. I'm just adding them to the course. It's really a very simple work. We'll do some of it during today's Zoom. Okay, so the link to Padlet is in the chat. And you can also see it projected on the screen. Thank you. And thank you so much. Of course, you do so much, and I want to help you a little bit with this. Okay, so Greta from Lithuania, Natalia from Poland, Viola from Hungary. Remember, you were in breakout room number 1. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to open again all those breakout rooms, and you will now receive an invitation to join one of the rooms, okay? So you will now have to go and find your room number. So if you don't remember, you have to find your name on this Padlet. If you know that you missed a session last week for some reason, there are some empty breakout rooms. So you can either join one of the rooms randomly or just go to a room that has no participants, and I will put you together with students who also missed. Remember that you needed to click on the edit post and make sure you answer really, and I love your answers. They are concise, honest, like notes. So just write a few words about what is AI definitely bad at, what is it good at, what is something you're unsure about, what do you think AI should not be used for? It's like kind of foundation of ethical use of AI. And then some questions about AI that are really, really interesting questions. And I want to talk about these notes with you in 5 minutes. So you only have 5 minutes. I'm opening the rooms right now. So let me close this card. Okay, so I see Emilia and Katrin already entered room number 3. Excellent, excellent. So you're just so fast. Digital natives for sure. Really, really nice. Excellent. So I'm opening, how many breakout rooms did we have? And I'll open a few more. We had 20 something, right? Okay, so let's have 23 just in case, if we need more than needed. And I'm allowing you to choose the room according to the note that you already found your name on, right? You already created those notes. Okay, finally, I'm just going to restrict it to a few minutes and open the rooms. Okay, now I know it's going to take some time for you to actually find your room. The time has begun. You have less than 10 minutes to find your team members, okay, to discuss what you've discussed, to remember what the questions were about, and then we'll talk together. So please go back to your room numbers, same rooms as last week. Amazing. If you need help with allocating, just unmute yourself and say, Elena, take me to room number, and I will do it quickly for you. If you have a problem, assigning yourself, but I see that you're actually doing great. Okay.
Well, I have a problem. It's my first time using Zoom, and I don't know how to actually like go to a different room.
Okay. Do you know which room you want to access? Number 3.
I was in room number 8.
8. Okay. So I'm sending you
Oh,
there.
thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Who else needs support?
I'm sorry, I need help as well.
Of course.
I'm from room 14.
Okay.
Thank
Send.
you.
Welcome. Who else needs help?
I also need help.
I can't hear you well, Ayanda. Which room number? 12?
I think room.
Again, I heard the room and I didn't hear the number. Try to say it again.
Sorry, I have a bad internet connection. I think I was on room 15.
Okay, great. So I'm sending you there. Okay.
Yes, teacher. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sure. Which
Oh,
room?
no, no. My question is not regarding the room. I know exactly. I can join the room number 8, but
Excellent.
just wanted to ask you something. I have
Mhm.
written you an email last week. I haven't got an answer, so I just wanted to check if I've written to the exact email that you send the emails to us. It
Mhm.
was regarding my lesson. I also talked with Mr. Konstantinos about this. I have some lessons at my university this whole semester, like that I also have to attend at the exact same hour. Like they are on the exact timetable. So I sent you there my timetable, and I just wanted to ask, like, I talked with my headmaster, and I talked with the teacher from that lesson, and he said that okay, I can miss some of his lesson because he will understand, because I have the documents providing that I'm in this Erasmus. But he said that I can't miss all of them till
Mhm. Same
the
here,
end of the
same here. You
semester.
will have to figure this out for yourself. I mean, we're not going to tell you what to do. Everything is
Mhm.
recorded, everything is on the platform, but
Okay.
the experience here is actual, collaboration and speaking. So if you know that you're missing some sessions, maybe just connect to a few students and find the time for you to work on the project at the time that you can meet if it's not during the class time. So this would be my suggestion. We will have
Mhm.
group work coming up, so just make sure you're connected at some point with your teammates and contribute to group work.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
That's
sure. I
fine.
just
No worries. We are not counting the minutes of how much you attend, but it's
okay.
important that you take the benefit of this experience as well.
Yeah. So I just want to ask, there are going to be some group projects that
Yes, yes. Mhm.
we need to do them offline. So I can, I mean, not offline, but not during this
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
right?
You will be
Like as the
matched
homework.
together during the session, but then you will work on them offline as well. You will work in between, like homework and assignment for the final, conference. You'll need to create the
Yeah,
together.
yeah. So I just wanted to clarify this because I have read the email, and I know that I have to be like 80% present or something like that in order to pass. So I
Mhm.
just really wanted to clarify that to know
But
how
make sure you
to.
submit all the work on Moodle. You submit your assignments, and then you're fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you very much. So I just wanted to know that
Make
if
sure
I
you
can.
just upload the submission of work, and if you watch the recordings, then just do the exercise, and we'll see it on the LMS on our Moodle. Thank you.
Yeah. So as long as I do the project and the exercise, that's also count as like
Yes.
an activity. So that's pretty
Yes.
much the most important thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's okay. That's okay. So,
hello, can you help me please for
which room
16
did
room?
you? Yeah.
16.
Which room? Sorry. And who is talking? 1 second. I need to move this around.
Sorry. 16 room. Do you hear me?
Kodrin Stefan, right? Okay. Which room?
Yeah.
Number 6?
16. Yeah, 16.
16, 1, 6. Okay, perfect.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Who else needs support joining? Oh,
I need help, please. The room 12.
you're on travel. Okay, great.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Maria Petrea as well. She's communicating through the chat. I don't know if it is her first time or if you remember which room did you join last time.
Hello, I'm at my college right now, so I won't be able to speak during the course. And this is why I wrote my chat.
Is this your first time? Okay, she's writing on the chat.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, as long as you follow and complete the tasks online and write your reflection, there is every lesson is supported with a quiz with some kind of assignment. So make sure you do that as well. That's important for the grade. Other than that, you have to manage. Maybe just connect with that other person already, with the other student who just have the same situation like you.
This is my
Maria
first time
Petrea,
as well.
which room you have been last time?
Salom, which room do you want to go, Salom?
Now, I tried to get into room number 3.
3, okay, yes.
Maria Petrea also, she would like to join number 5.
Okay.
I think I can do it also.
No
I don't
problem.
know. Maria Petrea, so where is Maria
Rafael
Petrea?
Morelli, do you need help joining a room?
I suspect that all of them that they are here, they need a room. Mohammed, Bilal, Rafael Morelli, Reni Rizaz, Vincenzo Lanone, Giorgio Saiu. Are you with us? All right. Well, I mean, you need to be in a room. Which room you have been? You need to unmute yourself.
I don't remember. Maybe 9.
Vincenzo Lanone, number 9, Maria. Elena.
Yes.
My name, I've seen my name in room 17, and
Okay.
I'm updating the Padlet, the question.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can go
Okay,
to the
join.
room. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is not it. Rafael Morelli. I mean, you are muted. You are muted. Benny Rizar, which room you have been?
This is my first time.
Your first time.
Your first time. So assign him, Elena, to
4.
a room with few people.
Okay.
But you need to remember Benny for the next time. Which university are you coming from?
I think he already joined the room, so.
I think he's Israeli, but he should write, his university.
Okay. Ilona, are you with us?
Rafael Morelli, he tries to speak. Rafael Morelli, you can write on the chat if you cannot speak at which room you have been in before.
There was the last.
Okay, 30 seconds. Everyone is back, so we'll just go over.
Now you listen me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now listen me.
Yes, sir.
In the last lesson there wasn't, so I don't have the
You don't have
the
a
group,
room.
no?
Okay, Rafael, Elena will assign you to a room, and you need to remember this room. Even for first
For
time now,
me, 13, it's okay.
if it's
For
okay for you,
example.
18, let's take him to 18.
13, 13, 13, 13,
15. Okay.
Indeed.
Remember this
13,
for the next time.
13, 13.
Okay, remember this number, 15 for the next
Okay.
time. Good.
No, one, 3, 1, 3.
13, 13, 13.
Everyone
Remember.
is back anyway, so we're really get everyone. So if you want to speak, please unmute yourself. Costas, I muted also. You can unmute yourself first to support the session as when you want to speak. Okay, just to not to have the
15.
extra noise. Excellent. So we lost 4 people, but it's not too bad. No, okay, they're back. They're back. 65. We had 68 before breakout rooms. Okay, wonderful. So I know it wasn't that much time, but this is something we already worked on last week. So I just wanted to make sure that you kind of catch up, remember what was done last week. So I'll share my screen again with your contribution. And I want to say hi and just start getting to know you a little bit better. So do we have all the participants from room number 1? Greta, Natalia, Viola, are you here today?
Viola was not in the room.
Okay. So which question, remember I told you you need to decide which question you want to talk about. So you go first and you have the privilege to decide what do you want to present.
We think that the best question is about good things, so the first one.
Yes, okay, go ahead. So present, what do you think is AI good for?
We discussed that it's very good at writing texts, like helping to write an email or motivational letter or any other simple thing. And also it helps to code. It knows a lot of things, and if you know what you want from him, so then it will really, really help.
Yeah.
And he can tell a simple information about almost anything, so it's like brief research. You can ask him, but he will respond pretty quickly and say general things about what you asked him.
Yeah, okay.
And
Yeah,
it can sometimes generate pretty good images, but calculations and critical thinking, it's pretty bad at this point.
Yeah, okay. So you're moving on to the bad part already. So thank
Yeah.
you so much. Greta, how was the vibe? How was the atmosphere between Lithuania, Poland, and Hungary when you
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All Europeans. So we will add some spices to you guys with our Mediterranean, Middle East students when they join us, especially after the break. Okay, because a lot of European countries here represented. Also remember that there is this table that you really nicely contributed last week. Just take a peek if your institution is already there, if you added the logo of your university, if your country is there with the flag, perhaps maybe you come from a different country originally and you want to add another flag because that is interesting sometimes too. So yeah, we had a student from Argentina yesterday talking, and I see that you already added another university. Excellent. So more and more institutions are being added. We just want to have a very organized table with all institutional logos and countries presented. We will need it for the conference. So thank you for very much. Make sure you've checked that your institution is there. Also, I want to ask everyone to take a look at your note again and make sure that the countries are mentioned as well, because it's important for us to see. You see the first question when you go into the edit question, edit post, it says, okay, you can't see it here, but when you create a new, it says student names. One second. Okay, that's why. Okay, student name and country. So please take a look at the instructions on the side. Can you see it? The instructions. When you join, you are asked to add your names and countries. So please just add the country where you're from, where your institution is at next to your name. Okay, just for us to also see, make sure that all the groups are mixed with different regions collaborating. Thank you. I see that you all are already on it. Perfect.
I would like to comment something that Greta has mentioned. Greta mentioned that, the AI does not provide critical, is very bad in regarding critical thinking. Did I got it well? So very fast, because this is a session for you. This is the human factor that is going to enhance, the critical element. Otherwise, indeed, we're going to be replaced by AI, which is not the case. And secondly, I would say that if you provide a role to the AI, like to assign, a personality or an expertise, I think that they can help together with the human to develop even better, the critical thing. This is a very fast comment to what Greta
Thank
has.
you. Absolutely. Yeah, we will. If anyone wants to add anything, feel free. I will be calling you out, but it's important. And I really love the questions. Let's take a look at some of your questions. So you are asking what are the best models to use? Interesting. There are so many different models, right? So many different LLMs. We will experiment and see. And there is no correct question here because the model that is best today for your particular task will be, or like the answer today may be different from tomorrow. It's changing so fast. And like people who loved using, for example, ChatGPT last year, last week, yesterday, are suddenly switching to Claude. I don't know if you've noticed this big hype around Claude everywhere, and everyone is saying stop using ChatGPT, start, because like different models provide different functions at different times. So it's not a really black and white, it's just a lot of experimentation. You have to be brave and constantly experiment. It's interesting that you are asking what kind of impact will AI have on people in the future, in the next 10 years, which jobs will be replaced. And this question repeats itself across different groups I see, right? What happens if AI takes our jobs, right? It repeats itself. You're really worried. And I understand why, because you're in your higher education, graduate studies or undergraduate studies, you're preparing for the workforce, for employment. And you probably realize that the work that you are learning might be done by AI even better than what you know, right? So it's really tricky. We are trying to figure
I
this out.
think that they should not think like this because this is not the case, according to the bibliography. They need to have AI literacy in order to combine their competencies. AI is not going to replace a physicist. They are not going to replace, an engineer, but they can help an engineer to be more efficient. So think about someone that has these competencies and you don't have it, regarding AI literacy. I don't think so that this will happen. Other jobs, probably.
All right, so let's talk to Alicia from Poland, Marta from Poland, Erika from Hungary, and Julia from Romania. Are you here, guys? Girls? Mostly girls here, right?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, hi. So do you have to add something to the first question, or would you like to begin discussing another one?
Maybe discussing another one.
Go ahead.
So we chose the question, what is AI definitely bad at? And we talked about AI being bad at ethical judgment, so we shouldn't really use it for that. And I've noticed that, and we all noticed that AI can actually work with the information that is given to it, and not creating new ideas, new informations. Maybe because of the hallucination, but for research, it's really not that great. So it's definitely not going to take the research jobs because it can't create new groundbreaking things.
Excellent. Erika, what do you mean by ethical judgment? What kind of
I mean, it has guidelines, for example, like it shouldn't tell us how to create bad things, but at the same time, if we ask, for example, ChatGPT the trolley problem, so if it should go this way or this way, then the ethical judgment itself is not that reliable. So I don't know if any are familiar with the trolley problem, but it's about where should it go and what it should do in the case of 50-50 question. And yeah, well, ethical judgment can be as well as in the law, for example. Like, we shouldn't create laws with it.
Okay, I see.
So
is it also referring to some kind of psychological discussion? Like, I don't know.
as well, yes, as well.
Because I can give you an example. I sent my ChatGPT a photo of my daughter. Now, first of all, I'm just a disclaimer. I went into the settings and I made sure that my conversation with my bot is private. It's not. I'm not training the data, because when I share something private like this, I turn off this training the model thing. So when I send her, you see, so you said here, now I say her, but it's it, right? We're talking about it AI thing, a bot. So I sent AI a photo of my daughter asking whether she did we did earrings. So I wanted to make sure that the earrings are in the right place in her ear. So I wanted this, I don't know if it's an ethical question. That's why I'm trying to see what you think about it. So I asked you if it's in the right place. Is it perfect? Is it like, I wanted it to say, wow, your daughter is amazing and it's in the perfect place. And it started analyzing, okay, 1 millimeter from here. Normally people do it like this. And so is it something people should not do? Like things like that? What do you think? Because I needed an opinion from like an external expert opinion by AI. Like, is this the right place to put the earring in the air? I don't know if it was a good way of using AI. What do you think? Is it bad, or we should?
It's a good question.
How ethical is it? All right. Okay. Wonderful. Let's see. Let's take a look at your questions. So thank you so much, Rika, for
I
contributing.
would like also to mention something about Rika. Rika mentioned that the AI is not producing innovation, or does not generate innovation. I mean, from a new perspective, like a new brilliant idea, like very new, probably not. However, what I have found out that AI, when when you probing correctly, can combine existing things which can make an innovative idea. So this is the way out of the box. So a new idea in research is not only to, for example, I don't know, to by a ray to go to the space, for example, but combining existing things in the research in order, new combination to provide something other, it is innovation, and it is a part of the research. So I think that it's very good to combine existing things and propose something, let's say out of the box. And this actually was the first experiment that happened in MIT using the AI many years before, that they combine existing treatments for a new treatment for the cancer, and the results were excellent. And this is like the first proof that AI can be applied in something, with an impact. So I will say that it generates some innovation. However, the humans, we should probe, the idea in a very concrete way. And this is how the competencies, what are you learning now, is very important. This is just a comment to Rika. I think Rika was there.
Yeah.
From Hungary. Rika, are you from Hungary?
Yes, I am.
All right. Okay. I remember the names so correctly.
Thank you. You know what? Let me try and exit. I wanted also to comment, because this question about how AI can it really be creative, right? It means like not only creating ideas, but also being creativity in AI. And normally people say, no, AI is bad at creativity. But like just like Costa said, we had this discussion. We keep talking about the same like kind of insights, combining existing ideas, but then giving it a new perspective, giving it like a new insight. It actually can do this. And sometimes it's like our human brain is limited, and AI can give us interesting ideas to like to sparkle our creativity and our ideas, but because of AI's, kind of direction, either it says something wrong or it really generates something new. So let's vote. Let's have a group discussion in the chat. Do you really agree that AI is bad at creating new ideas and creativity? Then give it a zero for creativity and new ideas. Or do you think that AI has the potential of creating something new, providing a new angle, pushing us to be more creative, and then like the maximum will be 10? Because again, it depends on your perspective. So I want to see what your position is right now. Let's see, 8, 7, 7. You are actually very positive about how AI can. It's not really a zero, because when you say it's bad at, it means that it has no capacity of being creative. But you all tend to trust AI's bringing idea, creating. No, mix and match is not creating. Fabio, that's the critical comment. Okay, so 0. We have some people who really don't trust AI's creativity. Interesting. But yeah, I guess a course about AI with the 70 participants, you're all excited and hope to trust. And I think it's a matter of really approach. On the one hand, you know that it's like it's up to your human brain, but in critical thinking, but there must be something out there. It's not always creative and brand new and all that, but why not if you give it a chance, right? The interesting, brilliant things may happen with AI.
I would like to say something to Fabio. I don't know if he's an engineer, but engineering exists and innovates because of existing things. Different combination, how to construct things from existing, materials, either in nanotechnology or even building, a house. It's some innovation, like, organic solar cells. They introduced by existing things in chemistry and in material science, existed things. So it is not that you are twisting things. Twisting is not, nothing. But AI can provide, a combination of materials to give you something new. And this happens right now in nanotechnology.
Oh, yes, thanks. I know it and I really believe what
So
you're
it's not
saying. But
twisting.
to me, yes, but to me, that's not creating. Creating is another thing. It's like a patchwork. It's a different thing. By creating, I mean creating. I have my own definition, but is what you're saying is true, and really do believe that. Thanks.
Thank you, Fabio.
Thank you, Fabio. Okay, I want to go back briefly to room number 2 with Alicia, Rika, Julia, and Marta, because all your questions that you posted on AI, I don't know if they come from the same person or you as a team, they all refer to AI having effect on your university studies, right? And how should universities teach AI? And it's a big question. It's a big question for me and Kostas for sure. But
We had a very big discussion in our department yesterday about this, but I can say
interesting,
later.
because are you guys students or you also teach? Because why are you asking this question? It's really interesting, your background. Do you want to share?
I mean, out of 4, 2 of us were from computer science. We are computer science major, and it's a big thing in computer science. Like, how should we learn to use AI in the safe way, or not just make our whole program with AI, for example. So this is why it was a question.
Interesting, very interesting. So we will keep discussing it. And another one was just also relevant. What should change in the way of teaching at university? This is also big in general. Is, the whole education changing now because of AI, and especially in the future, right? When it becomes better and better.
Elena, since we have brilliant students here, can I ask them not about teaching, but what about the assessment? I would like to listen to the students. What we should change for the assessment of the course, in the AI era? Or I can start, my presentation next week about this. But we discuss, all the universities they discuss about AI in assessment. So we had our point of view as an academics. Probably, they have their point of view as students for the transparency of the examinations.
Can you send us a sentence or a word in the chat, your contribution? What do you think with assessment? Maybe you just say, okay, the current assessment is that, okay? Universities are not doing a good job adjusting. Or do you think that we should go back to pen and paper and oral examination? Like, what is your opinion? Or do you think we should actually involve more AI in assessment as well?
But our point is for transparent assessment. So whoever has worked to go ahead and whoever is sitting to stay behind.
Katerina, do you want to say this out loud? It's very interesting. It's a good comment.
No, I mean, usually when you do assessment, it's based on certain criteria.
Yes.
And maybe even AI would be more fair or like notice everything to bring out if the student meets or the work meets the criteria. But I personally believe that you still need the human in the loop because AI can make mistakes and you need someone to check it. But maybe it would be, the results would be maybe more strict because AI can be more attentive to the things. That's my belief.
Interesting. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes.
Ideally, assessment should be based on rubrics and very specified criteria, right? But this subjective, vibe between the teacher and it might be lost because of the computer assessment. Any other comments or ideas? So if you think about it, just send us a message in the chat. We will continue to the next room. So I'll give you some time. Room number 3. I know that you just started discussing. We have Estonia, Tanzania, and some missing countries here. So add the country. I'm looking at what is AI definitely bad at, and you say hallucination. I think it's actually something that it can be really good at, right? Hallucination is producing wrong, misinformation, disinformation, or some just false facts, right? So this happens with AI, unfortunately. So when we actually answer the question, what is AI bad at? Maybe just producing 100% accurate and objective and, information and text without hallucination. It's not yet there, right? So let's move on to room 4, Poland, Italy, Kenya, and Romania. Florine, Melissa, Bella, Maya. So would you like to add something to one of the questions we already discussed, or would you like to begin the next question? Who will?
I'm just from the room 4 because Florian and Melissa Belada are not here today. So would I add something? Probably no, but I could go with the 4th question about what questions we have about the AI, maybe.
Okay.
So we said last week that there's a lot of uncertainty. If it comes to AI, we are not really sure about it and how the future will look like because it's kind of a new thing for us, I would say. I, for example, started using AI like 2 years ago, so I'm also new at this topic. And our questions that we discuss would be how will AI change our future and what would be also the impact of it? And sometimes we also wonder, will it take some jobs as it probably started also to happening. So yeah, that's what we discussed last week.
And thank you, Maya. Also back to the cultural aspect, how was the communication between Poland, Italy, and Romania? Did you learn something interesting about your colleagues, about your classmates? Do you remember?
Well,
the first week, remember we were looking for something in common coming from all the backgrounds. Do you remember anything interesting that you?
Well, I remember that me and Melissa, we are sharing like the same faculty. She also was studying something connected with business, so we have this thing in common. And
yes.
Also about Florian and Melissa, I could say that I really enjoyed how open they were and how we really smoothly talked with each other.
Wonderful. That's great to hear. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Maya.
Thank you.
You can answer and help answer Maya's question. question number 3, will it really take some of our jobs? When you look at this particular framing, will AI take or replace us in some of our jobs? If you think yes, definitely say 10. If you think no way, no AI will replace any of us, say 0. Some of the jobs will be replaced by AI. If you agree 100%, send a 10. If you disagree, send a 0. If you're somewhere in between, you can also give a less of a grade. Some of the jobs will be replaced because of AI. But then I have a follow-up question, which is more optimistic. So, okay, you all realize that no zeros, right? No one disagrees with the fact that it will really take some way. So you get it unanswered, Maya. We all agree that some of the jobs will disappear, will be replaced because of AI. But I do think that, again, looking at the positive and optimistic side of the world, will new jobs be created because of AI? Say yes if you agree. Will there be new jobs that do not exist yet because AI is developing? Of course, of course. And maybe there will be more new jobs and more job opportunities and more like, something you're studying will disappear,
Yes.
but you reskill yourself, you will upskill yourself. AI will help you with that because it's great for education. As you know, you can use AI to learn anything basically, right? So for sure, some jobs will disappear and some jobs will, you will actually find yourself in a completely new field sometime in the future. Excellent. So let's be on the positive side. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next team from Romania, Hungary. Do we have any other representatives here? And you have interesting names. And Gerasim, Alex, Valentin, Daniel, Gembinski from Hungary. Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, hello. Would you like to add to any of the questions that we started discussing?
I think that one that we did not, I did not hear mentioned is AI is definitely better at security. So, for example, if you are coding websites with it, then sometimes security gets ignored in those websites.
Yeah, and there will be a lot of work for the cybersecurity experts, right? For actual people who need to secure data and information. Okay, wonderful. What else? What else would you want to say? I see that also you wrote something interesting about fields and aspects AI is bad at. So you mentioned creativity and art and security.
Yeah, but I've heard those, I think, already. So I did not mention those. One thing that was suggested in our group was medicine here. I think that what we discussed last week was that it's not really something that should focus on. So creating different drugs and stuff like that for medicine, obviously. And that's not something we should use.
Not be used, right? But what if AI helps us cure, make breakthroughs with research and cure diseases we can't cure right now? Don't you think it's an opportunity to act?
It is an opportunity, but can we trust it that much to take a something that AI made?
But
I mean,
there are protocols, Monhad. In medicine, there are protocols. They are doing experiments, and this was the first application of AI. Was like in medicine against cancer.
I'm
So
here.
I think that we have Gaetano Papa. It's something like a machine. I would suggest to take it out.
Yeah.
It's like a pot. It's something very strange by Gaetano Papagna.
If there is another disruption, I will just remove this.
No, I think that he's doing, I noticed this, since the beginning. However, I will go back to Molhal, especially in medicine, there are protocols with, of course, we are using experiment animals that sometimes is not ethical. But, before they will apply something as a treatment, there's a very long process. There are assessments, so there are national medical associations in order to approve a medicine. So I think that medicine probably is the safest way to test before we approve. There are other areas like I mean I'm not going to mention, that it's harder to test. So I think like the impact of AI in medicine, it will be tremendous.
Yeah, Molnar, thank you so much for bringing this up, because also both of us, Kostas, Professor Petridis, and I, we attended a conference in high
My
tech.
name is Kostas. I'm a student here now.
No, but you're, first of all, it's the first time you're joining us, so I didn't have an honor to introduce you to all the participants.
I exchanged emails with all of them, during the
Yeah,
registration, but I'm a
you already know
student.
each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we attended this conference on application of AI in industry, in high tech, in all the in Israel, and we had quite a few sessions and presentations, conference, presentations from actual people in the field in medicine, from different hospitals, from different research labs that actually work with AI intensively, and they presented their findings, their pilots. Some of our hospitals have been, I'm going to remove.
Yeah, I will remove also from the emailing list, because even, the surname is very strange.
No, it's anyway, I've removed 1 second, don't report. Okay, so that's it.
But also, Maria Petrea mentioned something about the diagnosis over there. That's why we said the competence that you have, plays an important role on how to trust it. All right. So the human factor is very important to be in anything.
And sometimes AI is more accurate than human. Again, we do trust human experts, but
the decision, Elena, the decision should come from the humans, whatever, humans should say the last word on this. I stop.
Experienced humans and knowledgeable humans, right? Not not all humans, but yeah, sometimes AI has more knowledge, more objective picture, and in diagnosis. And in any case, even in the video that you will watch on Moodle, I will show you in a moment, where there is a very interesting podcast with the founder of LinkedIn, who is asked about the future of work and the future of jobs and careers, so how AI will change the job market. Medicine is one of the fields that he actually mentions in the podcast as one of the biggest influence that is going to be affected by AI in a positive way, hopefully, right? Again, it's up to us humans to make sure that everything is ethical and positive, and not just creating drugs or some illegal stuff, but just for the good, for the humanity, right? And for efficiency of doctors in hospitals. And there is so much inefficiency, right, in nurse profession and in do we have anyone here who are actually studying medicine? Any students? I know we have some students studying veterinary, right? Students, are you guys here? Do you want to ask a question or say something, or maybe say, no, we don't want AI in our field? That is interesting. Or maybe you already know how it's used in an efficient way. Psychology, Nicoletta, you're asking about psychology. Okay, another interesting contribution. We will be removing those noise.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have problems.
Hello, Dr. Lena.
Yes. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Good afternoon, Dr. Petridis, as well. I'm actually a critical care nurse by profession, and I'm doing my doctoral studies. And part of my study now is related to artificial intelligence enabled critical care nursing practice. And along my journey through this last year, all of the literature suggests that there are so many different companies that are building algorithms, etc., related to generative AI and for use in robotics, etc. However, if there are faulty data inputted into these algorithms, then you're going to get a machine or device that's unreliable. However, using the WHO standards, the European Union standards, to develop algorithms and using the proper ethical guidelines, algorithms can be developed safely for use. And as Professor Petridis mentioned, genomics is changing the way we diagnose cancers now, and changing the way we treat cancers now, and it's so phenomenal. And artificial intelligence will not replace, I mean, one of the fears, I am doing a study amongst the nurses. And during my interviews with nurses, critical care nurses in specific, one of their fears is that artificial intelligence will take over their jobs. However, it's meant to augment the care delivery. It's meant to augment the decision making. And at the end of the day, as Professor mentioned, the clinician is still an autonomous autocratic practitioner and will be responsible for the holistic care and decision making of the patient in collaboration with that patient. So yes, that's my input into that.
Very interesting. Thank you so much. Which university are you from, Dawn? Which country?
Dr. Lena, I'm in South Africa at the Durban University of Technology.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank
That
you
they
so
will
much.
join us also, in the physical meeting, Elena, some of them.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you. Room number 4. We are moving on to room number, no, we were in room number 5 now, right?
And can I add something on this? Because I mean, we have a discussion here. Also, the AI is very good in the prediction model. So even, we have some diagnosis here. So by image processing, the model, during the examination can predict something that the human eye probably cannot see it. So it works like an earwax, an early warning system that wakes up us, at the very, especially in medicine, very early in order to intervene. The humans, they will intervene. So if you combine experience, if you combine prediction models, this helps a lot, in order to stop something that is coming. And especially for the cancer, this is the early warning is very important and decisive for the treatment. So they are even in education. I kept some notes in order to discuss, in when my time it will come. But thank you, Don. Very accurate.
Have you heard about Google AI Quest? Again, just to follow up from what Don has presented and Kostas, using AI for prediction, for building prediction models. Okay, it's a new free, beautiful, amazing tool created by Google. It's called AI Quest. I think it's in English, but also in other languages available as well. I already placed the link to this tool on our Moodle, and it's for kids. Unfortunately, it's not for adults. It's for teenagers, age 11 to 14. So if any of you already have kids that age, you will enjoy sharing this wonderful training and game. It's an online game, 360 virtual reality game created by Google that actually teaches participants about AI. But you know what? I'm not 11 or 14. But I really enjoyed playing that game, and I have new insights myself about how AI models actually can help different applications of AI in different fields. And this is what why Google created this training. So I will invite you all to experiment and go inside this virtual reality world created by Google to understand different applications of AI. I think it's wonderful and it's interesting. So one of the initial stages you will see when you get to this training, they teach you how to, in order to use AI for predictions. The first step you need to do is to collect a lot of data from real world, from the scenario, from the space, from the task that you have, and we will also work with vibe coding in this course, and I will show you many different examples of how AI platforms have been used, again, for prediction. And maybe you have your own question, your own idea for like how to predict something, and you will build your own app as a part of this course of this journey. So, for example, I can also bring my own context since I'm in Israel and I traveled at the end of February to another country, to Cyprus. I actually was really worried to get stuck abroad because I was smelling the beginning of the war in the region, and I asked AI to give me the prediction accurate, like when is it going to start, when is it going to happen, and it just goes online and searches all the news, all the current, collects everything and gives you predictions. So I just did that with it. Actually, it gave me 99% accurate answer.
So AI can predict Donald Trump decision, you are telling us now. This is impossible.
But then some other people created real apps that predict based on different, again, data entry points. Like, they put the Pentagon pizza delivery amount of pizza that they offer. Like, it's like one of the factors to decide when big things will happen. So very interesting, like a lot of factors, a lot of different data entry points to actually calculate the percentage of the probability of the strike, of the war beginning. So it was crazy period. Yes, predictions is a big part of AI application. Let's move on. I just want to talk to some more of you today. So Italy, Romania, Ivan Di Monaco from Italy, Anna, Emilian, Celine. Which fields are you representing here, guys? Which faculties are you from? What kind of questions?
I'm from Italy and I'm studying psychology.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember because we didn't. We told you last week, but I don't remember now the other faculties of the guys. And Celine actually is not in. But so if Ivan and Emilian want to chip in, please do. And sorry for not remembering.
Yeah,
I'm
Emilian?
from Mirage, from University Kyrgyzstan.
From Romania. Okay, wonderful. From Yash. What are you studying at?
Geology.
Okay. So what kind of, let's see, what are some things you believe AI should not be used for? Anna, do you want to bring your...
Yeah, we started with not cheating at exams, not using it. And going back to the question someone had before, how to use it in a university. So it could be good to prepare, like use notebook, these kind of things to study, but not for cheating. And in general, for decision taking, like as Constance was saying before, is like a human should like take the decision and not, it can give advice in a way to give you data more than advice. And then, but the decision should not be taken directly from AI. And in general, as you were saying before about your daughter, about sensitive data, like do not ask AI to create your passwords. And of course, it's very relevant. Everything that's connected to war, it's like a big question mark on how AI is used to make a war more efficient. So.
Can I ask you all to talk to be really, really honest? 100% honesty. I want you to commit now to answer my question 100% honest. If you agree, say 10, to be honest with me. So there is no like 7 or 5. I need everyone to say like, yes, I will be honest. First of all, can say yes to the honest answer. Please. Okay. And now I will present a question. And the question will refer to the first point that Anna just brought up, exams and cheating. Let's drop the word exams and just stick to the word cheating with AI because it's easy, right? Because sometimes you get an assignment or a test or a question that AI can really fast, like can answer really, you just don't know the answer, you don't want to bother you, I don't know, different reasons. Have you ever found yourself in a situation you were tempted to cheat? Let's not use cheat yet. You just wanted AI to do the work for you and not put the effort. Have you ever been tempted? I will be honest first and I will say yes. I felt the temptation to use AI to do something for me without me putting an effort. Sometimes, I also live in a context where Hebrew is my 10th foreign language, okay, number 10. And some of the work that I have to do is in Hebrew. So it's very cognitively a big load for me to read Hebrew, to write in Hebrew, like to concentrate. And sometimes it's easier just to give it to the eye and, read the question, answer, it's okay, I trust you, and it's not high stakes, okay? So, and now I'm getting to the real tricky and ethical question, which I also hope that you will stick to your honesty. Have you cheated with AI? Have you actually given something to AI to perform on your behalf, the test question, the exercise on Moodle?
My guess, it was not in the test because I'm old enough.
Yeah.
But yes, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, sort of. Oh my God, yes. You see, you're like you can contribute. So we have
Yes,
more
but
than
I think, Elena, like my opinion on this is like we should not check it, from, of course, cheating in the exams is, negative thing, all right? But, using AI to do some jobs for you without an effort, based on the obligations that we have, the different meaning of time right now. All right. So now, AI has changed even, the time that we need or the time that is demanding from us to do a lot of things. I think that we should see it, we can check it also from the positive point of view, that we are becoming more efficient and becoming more efficient with a lot of things due to the globalization, during the advancement of our career. We need to use it instead of us in some cases. You mentioned at the very beginning,
I'm not talking about using AI. I'm all for
but
one.
using AI instead of you. But at the end of the day,
I'm talking about cheating. I'm talking about, giving your homework to AI.
Yeah, this is what I'm
Delegating,
talking
things like
about.
that.
This is what I'm talking about.
But
So I
how am
don't
I
think
supposed
so
to learn
that.
if AI is doing homework on
Yeah, I
like?
don't think so that, it's too it's like absolutely negative. This is what I would like to say.
But people are like split, even when they say
We
yes, they
should, for
understand.
example, we should not be feeling bad using AI in a critical way.
Mhm. You know what? I will like I was doing a test myself online just to, and it was a very difficult test, something with programming, something with like questions, very technical questions. It's online. There is no supervision, like it's not proctored, and you get a certificate. You really get an official paper that you completed this test, and then you can put it on your LinkedIn. You can really
This
like
is
it's
not ethical. It's not responsible. This is cheating.
That's
I'm
why
not
that's
talking.
an
I'm not
example
talking
of
about
cheating.
this.
That's an example
Mm.
of cheating. So when
Yeah.
I came to the difficult questions, which I didn't know the answer, I started working on those questions with AI. And you know what? AI sometimes gave me the wrong answers. I learned not to trust AI's answers because they may be wrong. And my answers, and even when I'm a beginner in something, my understanding is more clear and more correct than what AI is giving me. So this is one insight from me trying to use AI for a test, for a real test situation. And I know, like from my experience as a teacher, whenever I give an exercise for my students in class, and I don't know, maybe in your cultural context is different, there is a certain percentage of students, not all, there are always very good students who will do 100% personal effort and they know why they're learning and they do it without AI. They don't want to use AI for their learning. There will be some percentage of students that will always use AI to do 100% of work without even reading the assignment. Okay, this is like black and white cheating, just copy paste, so no human in between. So this is a new world for us, for academics, for teachers to try to navigate how to incorporate again assessment, right? Make it cheating proof, make it relevant to students so they have fun and motivation to do it and not just tempted to use the AI to do it for them. So it's a big question. And unfortunately, yeah, I see that you are honest and I see that you know what I mean. There is a temptation, and it's sometimes, another question, another problem is that some of the tests or some of the lessons or some of the homework assignments I just not connect, you don't connect to them, you don't feel the value of wasting your time or investing your time, so you just give it to AI. But again, the question is whether it's ethical. I don't know if it's maybe in the long run it's okay. I don't know. Maybe you should not no, you shouldn't have taken that course to begin with. It will never affect you, but you never know, right? So it's very complicated. Let's move on to another team.
Also, based on the previous course that we had with the faculty should be adapted. The assessment questions should be more to promote more the critical way of thinking. We need to adapt because if we provide the wrong assessment, this does not mean that the course has no value. All right?
Exactly.
This is irrelevant, to be honest. We need to adapt the assessment in order to check the critical way of thinking of the students that we interact, all right, in order to give an overall value of the course. if someone cheats, does not mean that the course has no value.
Exactly. But for them, it's always for like it's really sometimes personal situations, and I personally also use AI to find a way to provide a more relevant, more interesting, more fun assignment that is not like just a copy paste or cheating, temptation, big temptation. I really, you will see also in this course, the final assessment is not an exam. I already mentioned that the final assessment of this course, there are two mini projects. One is your real creation with AI. You will create something with vibe coding and you will present your prototype to the rest of the group. So this is one big project. And another one is your written assignment, which is a portfolio of your thoughts and reflection and all of that, where I clearly, big letters, say that you're asked not to use AI. And when the teacher is asking you not to use AI, big letters, and like every lesson reminding you, and you know that you will lose points when the teacher reads, and it's very obvious when the student uses AI. You will probably make an effort and you will try to express and also the questions that I place, they're very personal questions. AI should not be able to answer the questions on your behalf when they're that personal. And I hope you will also be honest and share your personal insights. Another approach is, again, you just saw me asking you to commit to honesty, right? Before I gave you the question, I said, okay, agree with me that you will be honest, okay? And then I will ask you, and you say, okay, we will be honest. And then you were honest, and you said, yes, unfortunately, I cheated, and blah blah blah. And it's understandable. We've all been there, done that at some points in history. But we should again look ahead and think about the ethical future for you guys, for the careers, for the job market, for the kids, for education. So let's try and find the balance and the right way of doing things. Question for...
There is also a new terminology that I'm interesting, confabulations. I don't know what does it mean done by this, confabulations. It's a very interesting term. It's the first time that I'm hearing this.
Yes, Professor Petridish. So
Costas, my name is Costas.
Constance,
Yeah.
nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Anyhow, hallucination. So as I did my literature review, as I mentioned before, there's biomedical ethics. Anna Longoni will be familiar with that in medicine and healthcare. So they've added more to those ethics specifically for artificial intelligence, and they've added hallucinations and confabulation. So basically, a confabulation is where the artificial intelligence that's being built with the algorithms and the information that it's received, the large learning model, basically, it can't find the right answers to plug in. So it creates new answers that may not be factual, which is why Dr. Elena probably got the wrong answer where, she asked the AI to give her an answer for that question, and it produced an incorrect answer.
Thank you. I will review it. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to the next team. The next team is room number 8 with Alexandra from Poland, Zamir of Romania, Anna Romania, and Claudia from Poland. So only Poland and Romania were in room number 8. Are you here, guys?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, so I see you were actually the first group to answer the first question in full, where I not only asked which aspects AI is definitely good at, but I also asked which tools are you using, and you noted some examples. Would you like to present your discussion? Like, what did you...
Yes, so we discussed that AI is definitely good at coding. Basically, I myself use it for learning how to code and for improving my coding. We discussed previously, and like during this session, that it helps us create new ideas. And I think it was Alexandra who mentioned that the note about Notebook LM, because I haven't used this, and it's really good for like, creating summaries and creating notes, and that was like I'm really thankful for that because I didn't know this tool before.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I also showed it to you, right? Last week, I shared my screen.
Yes, yes, yes.
Examples of the features. So please go ahead and explore. It's really, really powerful. It's free and it's great for research, for studying. Actually, it's excellent for studying because you can create your own flashcards and study guide and quiz, self-study quizzes. Really, really powerful. So yes, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for putting this in on our Padlet. It's interesting also to look at your questions. Who owns copyright on AI generated content? Very interesting question. Does anyone know the answer? There is also an ethical question. Who will be responsible when AI makes a mistake? You have great questions, guys. And I also am reading your areas where AI should not be used. And you mentioned creating deep fakes, right? And someone stealing someone's identity, which is a big area, right? Unfortunately, it's also crime, and AI has been used there intensively. Like, I don't know if you know particular examples. I know a lot of examples of how AI has been used to, break in someone's Instagram account and operate on behalf of the person or influencer or like a public figure, and actually committing crime, stealing from people. Do you have any example that you discussed?
Well, we didn't discuss like the real examples, but I'm just like during my previous study, I had those lessons during my English course, and it was mostly about deepfakes. So that was one of my ideas that it shouldn't be used to steal someone's identity.
For sure. Yeah, we are actually expecting a lecture about it in this course in June. We'll have a session about video creation with AI, about deepfakes and how to. So it's on the menu also for this group. So stay tuned. It's very exciting. We will have a guest speaker for that from Poland. And again, back to the question that you put in your questions: who owns copyrights on AI generated content? I hope we'll have some time to actually discuss, copyright license, and it's really it depends on the country. Each country has its own regulations and law relating to AI. But what I think my idea internationally, when I do these global meetings and always with students, with colleagues, the best practice, just on a tip of but the best practice, the only practice that should be there, and I teach it all my students, is just to be transparent. So it's not really clear to us who owns the copyright, but when you generate content with AI, you have to mention it just to be on the safe side, and also to remember, because you will not remember which tool you used for this or that. So for your own safety and compliance and transparency, for your ethical, again, practice with AI, one of the most important practices and things that you should remember, and people usually don't do that, is to actually document which tool have been. So when you create an image, this was created with this and this model, this and this tool, just to, even though sometimes this information is attached to the image when you download it, but just in case, you also have to mention it on the slide somewhere in your, you have to be compliant. It's very important. Okay, so since the time is running, oh my God, we only have a few more minutes, and I wanted to show you the tasks on Moodle and make sure that everyone has access. Let's just briefly talk to room number 10. We had people from Poland, Ukraine, and Argentina there. Darian, are you there? Are you here today as well? From Argentina, Daria? Yana from Ukraine, are you here? Martina and Agnieszka from Poland?
I'm here. As I can recall, Jana was also here, but
yeah, I'm here. Sorry, my micro was not working. So we were only two. Today we're not Daria and Martina. So we decided to talk about the question, what are some things you believe AI should not be used for?
Yes.
And we chose creating art, replacing human relationships, and replace therapists. About creating art. In my opinion, if you are creating art, you need to put emotions, experience, your human work in art. Also, we decided with Agnieszka that it also combines different arts and it makes something that does not have a soul. It does not have a particular artist. So it's not yours, it's not us, it's for everyone. So you cannot have rights on this art that you create. About replacing human relationships, as Martina said the last time, that there was a situation where a man in Japan, he decided to marry a chat because he was a better woman, maybe not a woman, they, them, I don't know. But we think that it's better to communicate with real people, with real human, to maybe enjoy time with real experience. So something like that. And about therapists, I don't remember what we talked about it. So I cannot tell on behalf of my colleagues.
Thank you so much, Jana. Which university do you represent? Did you add the logo of your university to our comment table? Because I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. Translating your perspective to what we already discussed in education, creating art, right? So it refers not only to art in like visual, but also to writing, I believe, because when I receive emails from students written by ChatGPT, they don't have the soul, as you say. Okay, this is felt, the vibe is not there. We can also, as humans, we can identify fake or deep fake or whatever AI generated videos. And some, like at the beginning where we say, wow, big effect, but then it's not gonna buy us because we have this special like human vibe connection, right? When something is made by I don't know how, but you can sense it. Sometimes you don't know where but you suspect. I don't know if you suspect, but I have become really suspicious. Whatever I see, I think it's made by AI, unless there is like, so it's complicated, but also by replacing human relationships, I don't want students again to submit work written by ChatGPT. I want to see you guys. I want to see your real thoughts and insights and to learn from your opinions and mistakes, because it's important. Sometimes when you make mistakes, it actually shows me that I've not explained something well. Yes, Kostas. Sorry.
Yeah, on this, I have a pet. I totally agree with Elena and Jana and the other lady. I mean, this was like, I mean, communicated using our culture, writing an email is a major cultural lesson. This was my first lesson working in the internationalization. I still remember how did I compose an email to a Swedish professor and then the response of the Swedish professor. I was starting, dear sir, blah, 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 best regards. And his response was the following: I agree. I said, like, what the fuck? I said, like, probably the guy does not like me. But this is the way that how the global north or the Swedish they communicate. The first time that I communicate with an Israeli, it was hi, bye. I said, what is the problem, man? This is like from the email by responding and reflect your culture. The other people they learn about your culture. They learn how to communicate with you. If we replace this by machine, then forget about cultural intelligence and how I should speak to Ukrainian, how I should speak to Israeli, how to speak with the Greek, how to speak to Costas even. I mean, and this is the biggest culture, element that probably, I was in a discussion with a professor from Old Dominion, and they say like, oh, if you place the AI to respond an email like a Greek, they can adapt this somehow. But make this experiment, by yourself. But I agree with Elena and the colleagues, from Yana, from Ukraine, that this is like a cultural lesson that you are learning by communicate human to human. Probably, even this, AI can replace. I will do the experiment later on and probably I will update you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I would like to come back to the other rooms in a moment after I present the Moodle to all of you, because many of you are already inside. Not everyone has been registered. I mean, you're all already inside the system. I'm just assigning you to be part of the course, and it will take me just a few minutes before, hopefully by the end of the session today. So before you actually go there, log in and start exploring, I want to take you on a tour and explain what you will find, because many of you are already there. I will tell you how to log in a moment, but when you log in, let me show you. I'm gonna just make sure that you see a screen nicely. Okay, beautiful. So when you log in, maybe let me go on, I will go to a student role to make sure that what I see is what you will see. Make sure, okay. So the Zoom to next time, if once mark this course as your favorite on your tab. So every week, we don't have to send you an email reminder. Just go to your tab or maybe add it to your calendar and it will pop up. So the link is here. Maybe just thinking out loud with Costas, you will have another link for next week's session. So next 2 weeks, we are on a holiday. So Costas will lead. So
No, I think that I should respect everyone. Probably next week I will do something because I can see, here, a need for, how to think with AI, but I'm not going to do in the week after. Only next week, the first.
Only next week.
All right?
Okay.
Because I have to respect everyone. Thank
No
you.
problem. But we will add probably another Zoom link.
Yeah, I will add, I have the emailing. I have the total
exactly.
emailing list.
Okay.
Probably we can meet later on, to finalize the final emailing list in order to not bother people that they decided to not follow. It will be a different Zoom link. Yes,
In
only
any
for
case,
next week.
only for next week. And if you are stuck, you will have 2 Zoom links. Just one of them will work for sure. So we hope you can join next week as well. The first week we had introduce yourself Padlet, and then last week you also added the country and institutions logo here. Now, in terms of your assessment, so everything you're doing every week is gonna contribute to your final grade. And I promise that those of you who already contributed or have not contributed, but you will, retroactively add the information about yourself and contribute to the discussion today. I will now show you, okay, it's not here because as a student you will not hear, but when you click here, you will have a first assignment. I'll show it in a moment. 1 second. To move the Zoom 1 second. Okay, so I'll come back to the assignments in a moment. I'll show you all the assignments that will be open for you starting from today, starting from after this lesson. So you can start exploring them. For now, let me just go back to the main page. 1 moment. Internet is slow for some reason. 1 moment. You know what? I'll just return to my normal role so I can show you all the assignments. There is a delay in my internet. Sorry, guys. Okay, so just a moment. It's loading. I don't know why. Okay, now it's okay. Perfect. Okay, so and now I'll go back to my normal role just to show you everything. So you have a few sections here, and I think you already have access to all of them. Everything with the grade, everything that is an assignment will be in one dedicated folder. Okay, so you don't have to worry. So just for example, I will give you an example. Last week, I told you that there was an additional lecture by Professor Petridis, by Kostas, our coordinator of impact. On Thursday, he delivered a wonderful session about job readiness, fusion skills for higher employability. And you have access to the recording here, okay? You have access to the recording here. You can also access this in the recordings, but there is a dedicated session, everything related to job readiness with AI. So, for example, I have some nice prompts for you to turn your CV, like a resume, into a magnet into a job magnet, right? Attract any job. And you can really literally copy this prompt and adjust it to your job application next time you look for a job. There are also additional resources for you. For example, this particular prompt, it comes from the enhanced version. Like there is an enhanced version of it. So just if you want to read more, I have shared the really nice 2 prompts that will make your, again, job application even better. So you have a lot of resources on Moodle. And there is also a task, right? It says the task for AI in the future of work, and it says go to assignments. So I just wanted to show you that whichever section you go, if you go to vibe coding, if you go to prompting, if you go to terminology, at the end, it will always remind you just to go to assignments and complete this and this task, okay? So again, the first block is recordings. So when you click on recordings, it takes you to all our sessions. These are you guys from the first week, first Padlet. You can watch the recording if you missed that week. The second week and the third recording was Costa's presentation about the fusion skills for high employability. So you can watch the recordings here. There are also additional resources and recordings from other universities. For example, I follow personally a lot of podcasts and videos from eCornell, from the American University. They have a huge database of resources about AI. So I'm giving you a reminder here, when you get into this database of podcasts and interesting lectures about everything, filter by AI, just go to filter right AI and you will get hundreds of lectures dedicated to AI and in different fields with different perspectives. Very, very interesting. There are also articles, and Economist is the place we recommend. There you can again narrow your search by artificial intelligence, and you can read a lot of interesting articles on this website. So this is the resources and recordings. Okay. Assignments are here. I'll show you the assignment that is due for the first 2 weeks. It's called Graded Submission in Introduction and Questions. And I promise everyone is going to get 100 when you complete it. So you will get your first 100 on this task when you complete it. And I will show you the questions inside. You have 4 questions inside. So I'm demonstrating it because I need to show it once, and then every time we'll do it in the future, you know what to do. The first question is asking you to copy the link to your first Padlet post as a hyperlink using this icon. What I mean here is you write the word link. Okay, you select the word, you click on this icon, and you need to enter URL. Also click on open a new window. So which URL are you going to enter? You need to, again, and read the instruction. You need to copy the link to your Padlet post in the first Padlet. What does that mean? Let's go to the quiz instruction again. So the first 2 weeks we had Padlet number 1 and then Padlet number 2. In Padlet number 1, you guys introduced yourselves, right? So let's imagine, let's open Padlet number 1. Let's imagine that I'm Yulia. Wow, Yulia, you're from Romania. Hi, I haven't given you, because you're new here. So you see everyone who is new when I read Kostas, welcome to our Padlet. So let's imagine I'm Yulia and I need to share my link. I will go to the 3 dots here. And the second, in the drop-down menu, the third option, copy link to post. This is what you need to click. So click on the 3 dots in the menu, copy link to post. Once you click on it, the link is copied to clipboard. Now, when you are inside this quiz, where is the quiz here? When you are inside the quiz and you were supposed to submit the link to your post, this is what you do, right? You wrote the word link, selected it, hyperlink, and paste the address. The reason I'm asking you to create a link to your Padlet link as a hyperlink is because if you now update, now this word is a link. If you don't do this and you just enter this address here, which is probably some of you will do that from my experience. The problem with that is I cannot click on it and open it. So I will have to search and make sure that you really post it. So it's a lot of work for me. So I'm asking you not to create this addition. I will have to copy and paste or search for your name on the Padlet. So please just complete this properly with the hyperlink, okay? Same about the second Padlet post. So remember, second Padlet is today about your questions about AI. And you worked in different breakout rooms, and some of you share the same post, right? So let's imagine I am Natalia from Poland, and I worked in room number 1. So both Natalia, Greta, and Viola will share the same submission. You will click on this copy link to post, and you will submit the same link, okay? But each one is submitting it in their individual Moodle quiz, okay? So you'll go to the second Padlet. Please copy the link to a second Padlet here, okay? Again, you do the same thing, link, select, right? I'm copying Natalia's link, but you will do it also from your account. Open a new window, update link. Now this is a hyperlink. Question number 3, there are only 2 questions left. Question number 3 is asking you to go back to the first actually to go back to both Padlets, but mostly to the first one, because you know, all of you introduced yourselves here, but there are no comments. And I don't know how many people actually have read this. I mean, I am reading each and every introduction because I'm interested to learn about you guys. Maybe Kostas also did that. But I want you also to read each other introductions, or at least the introductions of the people you also already met in breakout rooms. We had already 2 sessions of breakout rooms, right? Last week and 2 weeks ago, you met other students. So find them on this Padlet, read about them and comment, say something, maybe something you've discovered, something you have in common, maybe a question you have about something, right? So at least, you know, 1 or 2 comments. And when you read a post, acknowledge it by liking it. Okay, when you say like, you mean that you've read the post, and I want to see how many likes we get from all of you on different posts. Again, I'm not expecting you guys to read all 70 or 80 posts. It's a lot of Padlet, okay? But read at least about people who you met in breakout rooms. Okay, so you actually worked with some students already. So find them on Padlet, read about them and comment. I want you to learn about each other a little bit more culturally, okay? So this is the idea. So please comment and like each other's posts, and then acknowledge that you've done so. Add at least 2 comments. I'm not asking to comment on every post, just 2 comments altogether, it's enough. And respond also to the comments you receive. You will also receive some comments from your classmates, so please also make sure to respond. In here, you will answer these questions. What's your overall impression of the group so far? When you worked in breakout rooms, what did you learn about your classmates? If you missed the first session, answer this question based on Padlet posts. So if you haven't had experience in breakout rooms for some reason, just read about people on Padlet and say what you think is the vibe, or how you feel it. Finally, you will just confirm that you've provided your self-introduction first Padlet, commented on others' Padlets, confirmed that you also contributed to the second Padlet with the breakout rooms. If you are, again, if you haven't had a chance, make sure you do it asynchronously. So you can also find a room that is empty. We have some empty rooms. If not, I will create, like, I don't know, room number 20, 21. You can add your name to an additional empty room, or, you know, number 3 is not completed yet, and complete it, okay? Confirm that you have completed this. So you will have to click tick, 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 and also make sure that your institution and country are added to the document that we started last week with the logo of the institution. Make sure that you edit that your country is here and your institution is. If you see that your country is and your university is already added, the logo, then you're fine. If it's not here, then just go all the way down and add another row, and add another institution. So I see that Estonia, Taltech was added today, and Romania, Yash was added today. Thank you. So these are two new universities. They were not here before the session. So this document keeps growing. Very, very impressive. Thank you, guys. That's it. Finish attempt. In order to submit your assignment, you will click on finish attempt, submit all and finish. When you click submit all and finish, you will automatically receive a grade. Okay, so this is the first assignment based on the first 2 weeks. And then I'm also opening 2 videos for you with questions. One is about AI ethics, and I already mentioned this. So when you click on it, scroll a little bit down, you will see Let's Start button. Okay, you have to scroll and click on Let's Start. When you click on Let's Start, you will see a YouTube video with integrated, concepts and then questions. There are 2 sets of questions in the middle. So when you get to the middle of the video is long. It's 1 hour. It's the whole lecture that we had within the framework of this course in the previous semesters. It was delivered by Professor Tori Trust from the United States. And this lecture was really, really powerful. The students really enjoyed it. And we received the permission to use it as a recorded lecture with some questions. So you will click on Test Your Knowledge and answer the questions, and then continue watching and then test your knowledge again at the end. And after that, you will switch to the next page. How many pages do you see, guys, in this assignment? How many?
8.
8 pages, okay? So the first page is the video, YouTube video with the questions embedded inside the YouTube video. And then there are other pages. Some of them are just flashcards and a summary of the video in terms. So everything is related to this video. Okay, my computer is stuck. Let's see. So these are the concepts mentioned throughout the video. They're really foundational terminology concepts related to AI, so it's important that you learn about them. What are hallucinations, terms of use, privacy policy, and so on and so forth, AI ethics, human in the loop, right, and all of those. Page number 4 is a quiz with a few questions, quite a few questions, but the questions are very, very easy. I promise you guys, you can also easily get 100 on this task. I've tested it with hundreds of students already in the previous semesters, and it works. It's not complicated. Once you watch the video, once you read the questions carefully, you can succeed. Once you get to the last question, okay, the next question is matching the term with the definition. So you will actually learn a lot of terms while doing this assignment. And don't worry, guys, the task deadline is not like next week or something like this. We're giving you at least 1 month, I think, until the end of April. Is it enough time or do you need more time? Because I planned it to have deadline until April 30th, so you have a month. You can find, time to do it. Let's see what you say in the chat. Is it a good deadline? You can't find it because it's hidden. I'm gonna open it now. Don't worry. It's just hidden. I'm just opening it now. I see that some of you are already inside and trying to access it. Same concept about AI in the future. Work with Reid Hoffman, the founder of LinkedIn. Okay, if your Moodle doesn't work yet, it will in a moment. I'm working on your...
Sorry, are you gonna send us the login credentials on our email?
So the login credentials, let me demonstrate right now. They have already been added to the syllabus that you all received in an email from Kostas, from me. That email with the reminder link, if you scroll down inside the email, I'm trying to exit this shared screen. I have a problem exiting. 1 second. My computer is stuck here. I don't know what's happening. Zoom. Okay, now stop sharing. Okay, now it works. You see, sometimes when I share on my Zoom screen, my computer doesn't behave. Okay, so the email that you received contains a link to this syllabus, to the course outline. And I will share the link to this again now in the chat. And inside this syllabus, I added the link to an online Excel sheet with your credentials to enter Moodle. So you can find this easily in one place. So you have access to this syllabus. Is it a good link? Can you see it? Can you click on it in the chat? Make sure that you have access. It's the same link you have received already several times in your email. And it takes you to this document. Let's hope my computer doesn't crash with all of you joining with me. So the link to your password is here, right? So all material will be on Moodle. This is the link to the course, and access access Moodle. Okay. To access, in fact, Moodle here. Okay. So this is the link. I mean, I hope it's data privacy compliant because I deleted your emails from the list. I don't want you to, just in case you don't have access to the emails, but you can find yourself by your first name or your last name. And next to your first name or last name, you can find the username and the password. I will also show you what it looks like online. You should be able to access this online. Now, if there is a problem with your username, you can leave a comment. You cannot change this document, of course, but you can add a comment and I will receive information if there is a problem with your, I don't know, name and say, okay, Elena, you misspelled my name. We can change that. So just comment and I will fix it. Technically, your new username is your last name, all written in small letters. And I added the word COIL to it. COIL stands for Collaborative Online International Learning, okay? I added COIL because sometimes last names repeat and the Moodle makes a problem with that. So just spell your last name, small letters, COIL, as one word. Your password is the same word starting with capital letter, last name COIL, 1, 2, 3, asterisk. Okay, and you should be able to access the course site. You have access to you have a link to the Moodle here. Okay, I don't know why it's not clickable. Let me see why it's not. Now, you can access your Moodle course from here or from the actual syllabus. That's it. This is just the technical thing I wanted to do with you to show you. And now, those of you who are fine, those of you who are patient, you may disconnect. If you have any particular specific questions about the assignments and Moodle, you can stay with me. And if you are really impatient, you can even stay with me and say, Elena, I don't have access. I will add you right now. You can stay with me online and I will do it right now quickly because you're already in the system. I just need to find you and add it. It's going to be really quickly and easy for me. So
yes, I found the link in the email. I think I'm trying to log in with my last name. It wouldn't go through. So
so just stay with me. We'll find you and fix it. Okay. You can also Salom. I don't know. I hope you are in the list. If not, we will add your name, your email, and we'll fix it today. No worries. Okay. So thank you so much for your participation. Next week you're in the best hands of Kostas. He will
risky hands, not the best. Risky.
I'm excited for you to continue this journey with us, with Impact, with the ERASMUS Virtual Exchange project on artificial intelligence and higher education. After my holiday is over, we'll be back and we'll start working on your vibe coding project and prepare your presentation for the conference in Chania. Is Chania here? I see you. Okay, we have a student called Chania.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, she's going to be the VIP then, in the face-to-face.
Yes. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great evening. After the rest of the day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
I'll speak you tomorrow, Elena.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
But I'm staying, right?
Yes, you can stay. You can stay. Yes. Okay. I stopped the recording and now we'll take care of the technical details and make sure people are logged in and you have your access password and everything. Let me open the document here quickly with your names and passwords. And those who want your to be added, and if you're not added yet,